hope the Scandinavian daylight doesn't fail me. Hello, beautiful people of the internet. I am here today to talk about the real tea, even though this is coffee, as to why I moved to Sweden. Before I begin, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I noticed that a lot of you guys that are watching my videos aren't subscribed to my channel, so it would be super great if you guys could subscribe, and obviously liking and commenting on these videos helps me make more videos, helps my channel get out there more, so please do a girl a favor and like and comment and subscribe. I made a video back in October just going through my entire journey of, you know, leaving Canada, the process of just starting from, okay, crap, I have to do this now. I've committed and now I have to go through the motions of getting my travel insurance, making sure I have all the documents I need, getting COVID tests, and just saying sayonara to the current life that I was living to start fresh. And it was not an easy decision. For me personally, I am someone who, even if there's something I'm really excited about, if there's a significant amount of change, I get very worked up over the idea of change. Beyond the fact that Sebastian is Swedish, so it's, you know, it might have been more of a no-brainer for me to decide to move to Sweden since he's Swedish, he knows the language, he can, you know, teach me, you know, the culture. Beyond that, I have always wanted to live abroad. It was something I felt like I would see other people do and I would think, man, that would be so cool to do that. I wish I could do that. But I would think, I'm not brave enough to do that. That's not me. I could never do something like that because I just am too afraid. And I have a very anxious way of thinking. I get very fearful a lot of the times, and my fear can really dictate how I make decisions. So I will always kind of stick to the things that are comfortable for me rather than the things that might challenge me or scare me. And this was a huge leap of faith for me to just say, you know what? Let's just go to Sweden. Let's just try it out. I knew that I would love it here just based on the fact that I've visited the country before. I just got a really great sense from it. But I will also say that you can't really judge how it's going to be living somewhere versus when you visited, because it could just be very different. The truth as to why I said, because I could have easily said, no, I don't want to live in Sweden, I want to stay in Canada. You know, I could have easily just done that and it would have been fine, and I would just continue the life that I was in while I was in Canada. But I was in a very stagnant place in my life. I felt like I was just like in a plateau. It was almost like I was in a continuous cycle for the last few years of a routine, and I was really sick of it. To the point where sometimes I would come home from work and I would just be crying because I just hated how routine my life was, and I felt like I wasn't doing the things that I wanted to. I felt like a lot of my attention was going into things that I didn't really care about, like the 9-to-5 grind that was extremely toxic for me personally. Can I just say that 9-to-5 really isn't for everyone. A lot of people that I know, especially if you're an artistic person, the thought of being in an office from 9-to-5 every weekday is very daunting. It feels like you're just like wasting your life away. I felt like the job that I was in was not fulfilling for me at all. It was okay, like there were perks to it, and I was lucky to have a job because at that time COVID made people lose their jobs. So I was grateful that I had a job, but I was so unhappy, so unhappy. Coming to Sweden was a means for me of It was a means to escape. A lot of people say you shouldn't escape things, like you don't run away from your problems, but I really didn't know what to do. I really needed to hit the reset button. And I knew that moving to Sweden would not be easy. I knew that I would probably struggle sometimes. I would feel homesick sometimes, and I wouldn't have as cushiony of a life as I did when I was, working my 9 to 5 every weekday. Even though I was miserable, I was living a cushiony life. But I said, you know what? I am turning 30 and I need to do this. I need to do this or else I'm going to regret it. Looking back, I'm going to say, why didn't I do that when I had the chance? So here I am, doing it while I have the chance. A lot of you guys have actually asked me, what do I do in Sweden? Like, what does your daily life look like? And the simple answer is that I do all the things that I wanted to do when I was in Canada, but I do them here because I have the opportunity to do them here, because it's just, rent is cheaper here. Just the way of living is cheaper here than it is in Canada. And I knew that it would be much harder for me to do these things while working a full-time job. I was still, making YouTube videos, doing voice acting regularly while I was in Canada, but it was very hard, especially with making videos. It was very hard for me to push out content regularly because I was tired. I was mentally exhausted, emotionally exhausted, physically exhausted. It wasn't sustainable. Is that the word that I'm looking for? It wasn't a sustainable life for me. Now I basically just work for myself and whatever clients I work with. I make videos regularly. I'm able to post content regularly. Sometimes I feel like I don't do enough, but I think that's just the toxic hustle culture. I will say it is very easy to romanticize living abroad. I guess it's a romantic notion, but it isn't all sunshine and rainbows. Trust me, it has its difficult moments. I have my moments where I'm just like, maybe I should just go back home. If living abroad is something you're considering, just understand that it's not always glamorous. With all the ups and downs that it took to get myself here, I'm still glad I made this decision. This is all that this video is about. I just wanted to tell you guys what my reasoning was to moving. I just really wasn't happy, and I wanted to turn my life around. I guess I should let you guys know that I'm going to be working as much as I can to bring out more content while still giving myself breaks, because that's really important too. Just to live the life that I want to live and connect with people the way I want to connect with them, and not be shut away in an office for the remainder of my days. Please, dear God. Yeah. If you have lived abroad, comment below and let me know, what your experiences were living abroad. You can even say where you lived. I'm always curious about that. But if you have any tips or advice on that stuff, then please leave them below. I would love to read them, and I'm sure it would help other people who are going through the comments as well. So don't forget to follow me on my social media accounts. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys in my next video, and please take care out there. I know we're in crazy times right now, and I'm just wishing you all the absolute best. And yeah, cheers. Skål. Okay, bye. Much love, guys.
Varsågod.
Thank you. It's Fat Tuesday. Yay. What is this called again?
Semla.
Semla.
Semla, yeah.
Semla. Is like an Easter thing? Or before Easter?
I'm no history expert, but it's got something to do with before the fast.
Fasting?
Yeah, but now it's just an excuse to be fat.
So it's a bun with whipped cream, and then inside there's almond paste.
Yep.
But
Mandelmassa.
what?
Mandelmassa.
Mandelmassa. In Norway and is it Denmark, they use, instead of almond paste, it's like jam.
I think so, but that's blasphemy.
I think that sounds nicer. I'm not a big fan of almond paste. I've seen this thing a lot, but it's the first time I actually try it. This is gonna be a mess. Okay, I'm gonna try. My mouth isn't that big, so.
You're only doing it right if your nose is full of whipped cream after a bite.
Okay. Okay. I can't do it with you looking. Don't look at me.
Okay.
Oh.
You don't get the real experience until you get all the way to the center.
The center, because it has the almond paste.
Uh-huh. What do you think so far?
It tastes like bread and whipped cream.
Oh, that's basically what it is.
Mm-hmm. Nothing super groundbreaking for me.
Hey.
Ah! I'm sorry.
Did you get to the center?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
At first I was like, oh no. But then when you eat it with the bun, like with the bread and the cream,
Yeah, it works.
it's pretty good.
It works together somehow.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Because for some reason I tasted the almond paste really strong and I was like, ooh.
Yeah,
But when they're all together,
yeah,
it's...
an even mixture of everything is pretty nice.
Uh-huh.
See? I told you so. No freaking jam. It should be almond paste.
I think jam would be better for
No!
Tack så mycket.